We are live. Yes, we are live, folks. Yo, folks, fellows, friends, subscribers, anglers, YouTubers, creators, what's going on? Yeah, sorry, folks, I had to cut off there for a second. This shoreline is just, it's too high for me to use a pretty much anything but hotspot data. This is some messed up shoreline. So Chaos Goat, I saw your symbol. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is a new spot. This is the reason why I don't fish a lot of new territory down here, because it can be pretty dang tricky to fish. I'm gonna try to stay in feed, try to man the chat, but this is tricky. let me get on the get onto YouTube here on my backup account and start manning the chat. Eat off. All right. Obviously, just tuning in. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, this water is pretty dang high. And let's see, who do we have in chat? Matthew, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Fat Cat, what is going on? Bass Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, this is the best camera angle I can get on these. Look at this. It's like that's about 20 feet up the shoreline like this. So we're gonna get the rods out and hopefully we can catch some fish here. Yeah, nothing special today. I'm just using like little split shots, I mean, I could try to fight that current, but yeah, that's a never-ending battle. Plus, you lose the majority of your gear in the process. So instead of fighting the current, I'm just gonna go in here right by the bank and fish. I mean, there's definitely gonna be some fish in here. It's just getting little suckers to bite. Yeah, this is the best camera angle I could get, unfortunately. New spot. I mean, we're about maybe a mile down the friggin' river. I had to go way down river to find a spot to fish, because this water is like 27, 28 feet. She's pretty high. This is almost the level where I can't even fish it. Yeah, we're just gonna be casting like little split shots here right by the bank, trying to get some drum, white bass, walleye, maybe some buffalo carp, maybe a carp. Who knows? Who knows what's in here shallow? That's just it. Just casting that right by the bank. Put that rod down a little bit. You know, it's hard to find even a spot to put your rod in. Basically, it's that level where everything becomes difficult. All right, that looks pretty good. I've got two rods out here. I'm trying to see what's going on. We're trying, folks. I mean, we just started to feed. Oh, Lord. Don't drop all your worms in the water, Michael. Yeah, do not drop all your worms in the water. I'm just trying to find a spot to put my stuff here. Yeah, this is a new spot. We haven't fished this. Well, I haven't fished it on live feed ever. It's been about 2 years since I've had to fish this spot, because I usually don't even mess with the river when the water's freaking high. We're just casting those rods right by the bank, kind of letting them sit there, seeing what's going on. I can use a couple more rocks here, trying to boost up my spot a little bit. Yeah, I didn't even get anything set up here. I just kind of took me 20 minutes to get a camera angle. Hope the mic feed's working. Everything's working okay. Oh, Lord, let's see what's going on with this. Let's see. Red Fishing, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is the best camera angle I could get, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not much of a view per se, but it's the best I could get. And see, Red Fishing says, "What's up, everyone? Hopefully, we're not the hotspot data is not making everything pixelate. Doesn't look like it on my end." And this is on my backup account. Usually, if this is like icky, then you guys are seeing something crappy. But and Smurfy, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Smurfy says, "Hey MBP, and hey MNMW." And did I miss Justin? Yeah, we're just getting started here. Yeah, I've kind of got 2 rods set up here and 1 rod over there. Murphy says, "Hey Justin," and Matthew says, "Red got you subbed." I love to hear that. Yeah, see, this is me. That's my backup account, old Helga, right? And let's see, Canada. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. What is going on? Canada Dark Haunted. And let's see, Amelia says, "Hi, Danny. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we're about 2 miles downriver from our last location. So yeah, the water's up so high that I could not fish that spot. So we're gonna see what's going on here. See, Red Fishing says, "I'll thank Matthew," and he says, "Hi, Danny." Candace says, "Nothing much, just working on some stuff." Well, best time to work is when you're not fishing, and the best time to fish is when you're not working. Yeah, that one's not getting a nibble down there. That one's got a couple peck bites already. I saw it. Oh, there's a bite on that one. I have no idea what's going to be down here. I haven't fished these spots in years. I mean, there's bound to be something. It's just, number one, holding in the spot to fish it, and number two, because this is just solid. Yeah, this is just solid concrete. And I lost about 30 weights up and down the shoreline trying to find some kind of spot that I could fish without getting snagged every cast. And guess what? Yep, this is it. Yeah, this is it. We got night crawlers. We're almost down to the arch, to be honest. I mean, a little bit further, I'd be down on the arch grounds. Yeah, that one's not going to nibble. Let me do something with it. I just got a little split shot on here. I'm kind of hoping there's a big old carp or grass carp or something in here. cast that in right by the bank. I'm not sure if you guys can see all 3 rods. I mean, I can see the camera from here, so hopefully you can see all 3 rods. And this is the best I could get. You guys are dangled over some rocks pretty good. It took me forever to get that tripod kind of set up exactly right on this crap down here. Just the chat, see what's going on. And where did my feed go, dang it? Let's reset here. Canada, Smurfy says that spot looks, yeah, a little sketchy. Yep, it's definitely a little sketchy. If there was any wind, you guys would probably get knocked in the water. And Saving Private Orb, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Murphy says Orb. And Orb says Murphy. Yeah, that's the best I could get. I don't know what the fishing's gonna do. I did see a few fish hit the surface and I got a peck bite. So I figured, you know what? Better get the feed on. Better get that feed on. This water's, I'd say we're about 6 feet from flood stage. I mean, the water is that high up here. 26, 27 feet. Compared to the, you know, the locations we were fishing, you know, the water much lower. For life of me, I'm trying to remember what the shoreline looks like when the water's low. I think there's a big sand spot here, and then there's a little rock cliff here, and then there's some more sand over here, and I'm hoping that's the way it is. It's pretty shallow here. It's like maybe 6, 7 feet deep, but it's a decent little back current. Nice little hole. I'm hoping there's some fish getting pulled in here. I don't know. We're going to find out, folks. We're going to find out. I don't like that, the way that's setting. I just did not like that cast. Like something tried to take some of the worm off. Yeah, we've got about 7 or 8 of these little white worms. That's all I could afford. I mean, if I had a little extra money, I could probably buy some night crawlers or something and get some better results down here. But PayPal and castings linked in that description if you guys want to visit it. No worries. I like to mention it a couple times during the live feed because, you know, people forget. All that stuff goes to helping the channel out, you know. Bait, groceries, all kinds of little stuff that really help things out. I would love to have this rod right here. But, yeah, I don't know how it's going to work. I mean, this is just it's solid rock. Oh, how am I going to do this? I need one big chunk rock to set here. Suppose I could set up some bricks. See if I can do this. The stuff I do to get a good camera angle for you folks. That's almost there. Need just a couple more rocks here. A couple more bricks. Get out of there. Get out of here. This is just stuff the Missouri Corps of Engineers just dumped here to keep it from eroding. There was one. That might work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Like a weird camera view because it's kind of, I think that'll work for now. Yeah, this is stuff you guys don't see normally, is me having to spend 15-20 minutes to set up a good spot to put the camera. Might have been a bite. Might have been a bite. Temperature's about 40, 42 degrees. Not really that warm, to be honest. That's about a better camera. That looks pretty good now. The way I've got this rod, I can set up over here just a little bit, assuming I don't get snagged. And that's why I didn't want to worry about these dang snags. If I remember correctly, the spot doesn't have a lot of structure. So kind of why I chose it. It's got a lot of like concrete and stuff. I'll get back to the chat here just a second as soon as I rebait these. You saw a big one bust up out there. That looked like a blue cat or something. Now, I've got no bait for blue cats. These little white worms and red worms, they're not good enough to draw in a big old blue cat. Now, channel cat, buffalo carp, grass carp, drum, they love these guys, but I need some old green stinky worms from the bait shop, or some skipjack herring would be nice. But this water level, you're never going to catch one. I mean, you could throw a cast net down here all day and you never catch one. Well, that looks pretty good. I mean, I could cast this out there deeper. What the heck? This has got 1/8 of an ounce on it. She'll hold out here in its back current. Why not? Worst guy, but I don't get anything. Check the chat and we'll see what's going on. Dang it. That was nice, Michael. About broke my dang cell phone. All right, let me see what we have in. Smurfy says orb. And fun fishing. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? John C. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. And Rod Wilson. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. See, John says, Rod, wish I could be out fishing. Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to come out on these kind of shorelines. But I mean, it's a nice day. I can't complain about that really. No wind. Kind of cool, but I got, my 3 layers on. Let's see, John C says red, and John C says Smurfy. 8 people in, 18 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Well, the camera's not too bad of an angle. I mean, John C says 45 again here. Yeah, it's. I don't know where spring went. I have no idea where friggin' spring went. I mean, you guys could see it. This whole shoreline down here is pretty much like this. It's just poured down concrete. Let's see, Smurfy says, John C. Yeah, if you guys haven't been in since the mod purge, I had to get rid of a lot of my mods because I have way too many mods. But if you guys need your wrenches back, just let me know. I'll pop that wrench back, even though it's trying to break my neck getting over to you guys. What's that? See, John C says North Carolina was 85, then 35. Yeah, it was like that the other day. It was like 80, then back down to 30, then back up to 60. Then we had a freeze warning last night. And yeah, I don't know what's going on with the weather. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like Looney Tunes. I tried over there, didn't get a bite. Tried over here, got a little nibble, so I moved over a little bit further. And then I got a good peck bite, so I turned on the camera feed. I figured at least there's one fish in here. Whoop, there's a bite on both rods. Dang it. Ah, you sucker. Yeah, missed that one. I missed both of them. Crap. Yeah, that was nice, Michael. That was really smart. I forgot I was in that shallow. Yeah, they just decided to hit both rods simultaneously. Cute. Ah, come on, get off. Dang it. You ever do that? Set the hook and you wind up wearing your fishing gear? Oh, boy. Yeah, I was getting a bite too here. He's still hitting it. Got him. Fish on. Fish on, folks. What have I got? Drum. Drum bud. Hi, buddy. That's a pretty little drum. Ah, I got you, buddy. I got you. And of course, swallowed my dang hook. That's why I was trying to keep him from doing any other spot. Come on, right out. See if I can show this off without breaking my neck. Won't sit still. First fish of the day, folks. Pretty little, like pound, about a pound drum. No worries. Cool little fish. Bye-bye. Thank you. No skunk. Woohoo. I said they were hitting both rods simultaneously there. I hate it when they do that. 20 minutes without a bite and bam, bam, bam. Yeah, I still got on my little gold hooks. Even though it's not a great idea down here. There are some really big blue cats down here in this spot. And every once in a while, on a blue moon, they'll sneak in here and grab a worm. Every so often, they'll come in here and grab a worm, and then you got to fight of your life on one of these little gold hooks. Because I know how much force I can put on these little suckers, and it ain't much. All right, let me get these rods back out, and I will check the chat. Hang on, folks. Be with you in just a moment. Hey, I was right. Found some fish. Casting out there way deep, not a nibble, but you get in here shallow, and yeah, there seems to be some active fish. That was out just a little bit further than that. Yeah, I've got such a small split. It's an 1/8 of an ounce split shot, but this is a cat rod. It's designed for heavier gear. And I got my other line. Cute. That one drifted all the way over here. Means I'm gonna have to recast this one. Landed right in a rock. Come on, let go of it. Let go. Ah, cute. Hey, it wasn't a rock. It was a branch. And I hooked it. I also bent out my dang hook. Crap. I guess I'll have to sit here and wait, check the chat now. That's being obviously too much. See, Smurfy, I missed a lot of chat here. I support either way. All right, just let me know, Smurfy. I'll tell you the truth. I kind of miss seeing you in blue, Smurfy. This. All right, there you go. No worries. Yeah, I'm going to fall on these rocks guaranteed at least once today. The one good thing about it is they're not, it's all solid. So, let's see. NCS, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? And Izzy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Sounds like you got a little bit of an interference. You don't reckon one of those faces, aliens hitting the satellites, do you? I don't know. An outdoor fam, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. See, Cold Creek, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. And we are pixelated like heck, aren't we? Yeah, we are really pixelated. It wasn't like that a second ago. Might have to switch off the hotspot for a second here and get a better signal. Hang on, folks. Yep, she is not clearing up. Yep, I'm going to have to turn the hotspot data off for a minute here. See if that clears her up. Big old barge coming down the river. All right, hopefully that clears her up. Get that signal back in. I'll quickly jump off of here. Yeah, we're gonna have problems with that all day because it's hard to man the chat without another cell phone. And yeah, the cell phone doesn't have any minutes. I'm using hotspot data. So every once in a while, I have to take her off and reset her. I hope that fish was in nice. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And yep, looks like we cleared up. All right, we're back. Turn that off for right now. Yeah, that's the problem with fishing out deep. You're gonna have snags every cast out here. I thought there's some rocks out there, and obviously that one's not gonna work so good. But our other rods seem to be catching fish, so we're gonna keep up with the closer rods here. Focus on a single task, Michael. It's hard enough to think about this stuff with all this. Here comes a waves from the barge. Hopefully you guys are up far enough. You're not going to get wet. Got to bend this dumb hook back. Hook ain't bending. All All right, I guess that looks pretty straight. I like it to be a little bit more. All right, we're good. I just tore the heck out of that worms on there. Yeah, those double bites just got me off guard, and then the bone started pixelating, and there's a lot of chunk rock and iron around here, so it's going to be a nuisance using hotspot data. There's another nice one. All right, that's this rod. Let's get this sucker back out here. You'd be surprised at the kind of fish you can get in right by the bank. Ah, oh, crap. Really? Gonna be one of them days, folks. Gonna be one of them days. I could do this all day and it won't do that even once. And did it that time. Bear with me, folks. This is a tricky spot to have to fish. There's no back, even if I want to take a cast from my bait caster, but this one, I've got no back room to take a cast. All right, that's still not out that far. Still have to do for now. See what this one's doing yet. Need some more worm. Boy, it took me forever to get those rods back out. That other one I'm going to have to re-rig. Yeah, casting out there deep's just not going to work. You're going to get snagged every cast down here. Back out. I'd like to have this down here by this spot still. All right, our rods are back out finally. We're back out finally. Took me forever. Let's reset everything and we'll check to see what's going on. Coldwater Creek says Matthew and Izzy. And Izzy says, all right, I'm going to go. I just wanted to say hi. All right, thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. Yeah, this area is pretty. That's why I like to fish, upriver. There's a lot of sand and stuff, but the water's so high down there. It's hard to fish it, really. It's dang near impossible, to be honest. And we've caught a drum, missed another bite. Definitely worth coming down. Pretty tricky to fish, but this is kind of the best angle I could get. I don't even dare try to cast over there by that tree. Now, in the past in this spot, I have caught some decent walleye, and later in the summer, I get some flatheads, some channel catfish coming in here, but we're pretty early in the spring to be getting. Walleye might be in here. Drum are still in here, of course. And it's impossible to cast out there deeper. It's just all chunk rock, and yeah, anything you cast out there is going to get snagged. I mean, I could cast a still weight and hook up here, and I'm going to bust the weight off every time. Oh, bite. All that. That's all that, folks. Do it again. Speaking of, I think there's a bite on this one too. I just got to watch this stuff. It's trying to knock everything in the water. The shoreline is just like one slip and slide. Oh, where'd my rod? Oh my God. Really? Looked over and this sucker just about had the rod in. I thought that rock was good. It wasn't. You little sucker tried to get that rod in. You had it. I looked over, that rod wasn't there. Little sucker. This one got the rod. And my hands are shaking. I almost lost the rod there. Come on, open up. Let me get that hook out of you. Where is that hook situated? Dang it. I cannot find the back end of that hook. Boy, it's way down there. All right, finally got it. Yeah, this one's bleeding a little bit, so I got to get her back in the water, but yeah, I got to get her back in the water quick. All right, see you, buddy. Maybe I should put this rod just a little bit closer to me. Yeah, maybe I should put that rod just a little bit closer to me. That was crazy. Just about lost the rod there. Actually, I did lose it. It was in the water, folks. Yeah, I just about lost that rod. There's Michael for you. Yep, no mercy. Yeah, laugh it off, Mike. Mike, that is well, rod in the water again. Yeah, be just about clean that hook off of this one too. Maybe I should put the rod just a little bit closer to me. And got to keep my hands from shaking. Now I looked over and like, where's the rod? Oops. That was about a 2-pound drum. Yeah, I have to get him back in the water quick because he had some blood on him. And got that hook in just the wrong spot. Serves him right. Forget my rod in the water. Serves him right. Sucker. He did. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting short on that one. If that ain't short feed worthy, I don't know what is. Because I looked down and I could see the butt of the rod just down there. Glad I had the drag set. Oops. Oh boy. I suppose I should bring my rod just a little bit closer. I suppose. Poor reel. This is my bass reel too. Oh well. Or at least set it up better down. I don't know how did that happen? I mean, that's set like that, right? It's set in there right. So if something pulls on it, oh, I see, that rock isn't quite, I see what happened now. That just wasn't quite heavy enough to hold her down. All right, that should, nah. Yep, that'll work now. That'll hold just like that. Oops. Yeah, that's why people come in to watch my feeds, because I'm always doing something dumb. Glad I didn't lose a reel. I'm really, really glad about that. Technically, I did lose it for about 30 seconds. Yeah, where those drum are this time of the year, guarantee it, there's going to be some walleye, some smaller channel catfish, some smaller blue cats. So I don't know about the buffalo carp and grass carp and stuff, but sometimes it takes a while for them to pick up the scent of the bait and move upstream or downstream. And that's getting a bite too. I can see him. I should cast like right here, but I want up here by the tree. Because I know there's going to be something nice. It's going to be sitting right here. I'll make sure this is set here good this time. Yeah, there's no way that rod can come out. I mean, look, I'm pushing down on it and it ain't going nowhere. I don't know how that last one got it out of there, to be honest. And he's holding on to it. I'm too far up, aren't I? I remember that about the camera feed. I've got to be closer to the water. I know this reel sounds like crap. This is my cat rod. It's designed for a bigger weight, and this just ain't it's like an 8-ounce split shot. Not really designed for that. I gotta keep my eye more on that rod down there, don't I? Let's see, Dirty, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Yeah, you guys saw Bob's live feed this morning. He caught some big rainbow trout. A big old golden rainbow trout and a couple 4 or 5 pounders. I don't know where he was fishing at. Just a couple of big trout. See, Dirty Smurfy says fat cat, and Dirty says fat cat. Simply Blend, and let's see, David, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Oh, there's a bite. I gotta go. When that sucker's pulling on it. Oh, I got that stupid. What is that? I thought that was a bite. It's like a drifting cart. That was weird. You know, a big old milk crate just drifting down the river. That proves it don't come out. I mean, that thing doubled it over. Oops. As long as it don't hit my other rod too. There's a big old milk crate drifting down the river. Hit my line. See, Dirty says fat cat, and David says, aloha. And hey, Fat Cat. Matthew says, Fat Cat. Let's see. Matthew says, get well soon, Dirty. You're. I hope you feel better. This weather's kind of got my sinuses and everything acting up too. And I hooked it. I hooked the dang cart, milk crate. Come off, but to be honest, that was on the ground. I might grab that, but it's been in the river. I don't want it. I do not want it. Good cast. Yeah, there was like 6 people down there. As soon as it started lively, they all just went quiet. Weird. That's a bite. Saw that. I looked over and saw that rod bounce a couple times. Both rods looking pretty good. Yeah, I couldn't get my scooter down here. I have to hide it back there in the woods. But I can see it back there, so I'm good for that. I'm not sure, is that... I guess that picture looks pretty good. Let's see, Jay Fishing, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Jay Fishing says, Eminem, way. Yeah, we've caught 2 drum, lost the rod, got the rod back. I mean, when your rod is in the water, under the water, and you just see the butt of your rod, yeah, you can officially call that the fish pulled the rod in. I've got it mounted down there. Now, how the heck it come out? Let's see, casting card. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Cass says, sup, Jay Fishing. Let's see. Fat Cat says, private Orb. And Orb says, Jay. And Jay Fishing says, hey, Smurfy. Wayne Creech, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I had to do a purge of my mods because I had like 1K mods. So if you guys need your wrenches back, just let me know. And Saving says Private Orb. Cass says MVP. And Saving says Matthew and Mommy. Yeah, I think I looked some people off fishing. Oh well. I mean, they were down there laughing and screaming and everything. And no F's, no thrills. What's going on? Hey, Maddie, thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, this is the best camera view I can get on this particular spot. I don't know if you guys are even stable or... All I know is the camera is not going anywhere. See, Matthew says, how are you, Mike? Okay. Caught 2 drum, had 1 rod get pulled in. Same old. Yeah, Sabi, you can't believe you survived the purge. The purge. Yeah, I'm officially up to 54 mods, so I got to keep those numbers down. YouTube, as soon as I got up like 1K mods, they stopped pushing my shorts at all. And you know, my channel's like 80% shorts, like 19% live feeds, and like 1% long forms. So I do them all. It's just I do more long forms. They don't push my long forms. Let's see. Fat Cat says Maddie, and Jay Fishing says hey no F's, and no F says Fat Cat. A lot of barges coming down right now. $10 people in, 36 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. 100% fish. I don't know about that one. 50-50. Yeah, there were some people fishing down there, and they were laughing and screaming and yelling and everything. Like, what the heck? I can start my live feed, and all of a sudden I start my live feed, and they just went quiet. Now they're going home. Oh, well. Oh, well. See, Matthew says, casting card subbed. Awesome. Like I said, guys, if you need your wrenches back, just let me know. And I still got room for 2 temporary mods. I remove those temporary mods every night, reset them so, you know, it doesn't mess with the algorithm. And I can put in, you know, a temporary mods for the day. Because I usually don't get more than a couple people new in a live feed. 7, 8, 10, whatever, and half of them don't ask for wrenches. It does open up a big old shoreline down there, and them guys are fishing at. I'm actually on a very uncomfortable location. We can give this a little while longer, and we can move down there to the other spot. Make sure my scooter's still up there. Yep. Ain't gonna be stealing that sucker from me. I'm like 15 feet away from it. I know there's some big fish setting out there in the deeper water, but this spot is just at this water level, the current's pulling you that away out deep. And it's just, it'll pull you right into snags and brush and crap. Now, if this was about 2 feet higher or 2 feet lower, that current would be pushing that away. And those rocks would be, you wouldn't get your, it's hard to explain because the rocks are all, the current's moving that way, right? So that direction, you're not going to get snagged on. But if the current's pulling you the opposite way, you're going to get snagged up in them rocks every time. And that's the way the current's pulling. It's just at that level. Kind of a shame. I put an ounce weight out there, and first cast, it got snagged. Oh, I got that friggin' rock now. Get off it. Get off it. I think this one's going to break now, too. Yep. Crap. Oh, no, it didn't break. The hook snapped. Cute. Yeah, my hook snapped. Well, I call that littering. Piece of steel will be gone in a week. All right, let's find another hook here. This is tricky. I didn't lose anything. It's just the hook broke in two. Okay, where are my hooks? Where are my hooks? I think I got a couple left in here. Yeah, this river can really eat your fishing gear up. Like I said, guys, if you want to donate to PayPal or Cash App, all that money goes to, you know, fishing gear and stuff. And fishing down here on this friggin' river, you're gonna eat through some tackle. looks like a pretty good hook. Yeah, this is basically all the fishing gear I own. It's just in this little box. I ain't got a lot, but I think I make pretty good do with what I've got. Some weights, a couple hooks. I've got some bait hooks. I got some bigger hooks. But these fish in here, they're smaller fish, so no real point in using a hook this big when you got 2 or 3 pound fish that got little friggin' mouths. Plus, I'm using like little tiny worms. The only ones I could get were like little white worms, which, you know, they work fine. It's just you need a little hook to put them on. I mean, you put a 1/0 hook on there, you ain't gonna be able to get a worm on there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I also remember this is Snake Haven down here. Yeah, they just love sitting underneath this concrete slab here, especially during the winter time. This you can feel this concrete's actually warmed up. I have no idea why. I mean, I wasn't making that big of a racket. I'm not even shouting. They just took off on me. I don't know why. Oh well. They were making a racket, to be honest. You could hear them a mile away. All right, I obviously got to watch out for that one little rocky spot there. See, these worms are very small. These are the only ones I can get this time of the year. I mean, I dug for an hour, and yep. Mind you, I got like 60 of these little guys, but makes it so you can put 2 or 3 of them on the hook. Like I said, you gotta need a tiny, tiny friggin' hook to put them on. As you guys know, there's a lot of buffalo carp, grass carp, that kind of stuff down here. So in that case too, you also need a small hook to be able to hook them suckers. I've seen guys come down here with, you know, big hooks, fishing in the right place with the right worms and getting bites and just missing them left and right because they're using just one size of hook just too big. The fish can't get them in their mouths. I mean, use a hook, you know, this big and the fish has got a mouth that big. Kind of tricky for them to get the hook in their mouths. No, a good blue cat or something down here, that 1/0's perfect. Using a big old piece of cut bait, that's flawless. Probably should put the rod down here. I don't know if you guys can even see it. That's pretty good. Let's check that check again. See, Cast and Cards says, what's up? And Danny's in the house. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, Danny. Appreciate it. What's going on? Hope you're feeling okay. Danny just did a live feed too today. His 5th live feed he's ever done. Was out there fishing for a whole bunch of stuff. See, Cass says Stingray and Red's back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you returning. And Danny says, hi, Red. Anthony, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Wow, that's just irritating. And see, Anthony says, hey, Mike. And Red says, hey, yo, Danny. That's a bite. I saw that. Or pecking on it. Ah, you sucker. Every once in a while, you get one right in the head, and they'll hit it. He's pecking on it pretty good. Should have let him take it, but they've been swallowing my freaking hook. Danny, we've lost one rod, gotten it back. Yeah, I'm fishing it. People ask, Mike, why don't you fish a different spot? Well, I'm fishing a different spot. And guess what? Yeah. To be honest, I'm stuck fishing this kind of spots for a while because the water's up within 4 or 5 feet of the levee. We're up like 25 feet. We're getting close to flood stage. It's still fishable, but it's a nuisance. This high of water just becomes really friggin' difficult to fish. And don't count on some big fish just because I'm fishing in shallow water. I've got some massive fish on these shorelines over the years. Yeah, it must be irritating. It needs oil again. That wasn't far enough out. Hit my leg. I've got no back room to cast here. I mean, quite literally, there's rocks up that way. I'll show you guys at the end of the feed why I'm not casting this, because there's no room to cast. All right, that's good. Put that rod back. Probably should check this one out. Hang on, folks. Didn't get a bite for a while. Interesting. It looks okay. Yeah, it looks okay. It's not low on worm. Yep, this is the one we lost already once today. We got it back, though. Luckily. Whoa. Yeah, that one I had settled better. Well, that's not fighting like a drum. What have I got? What I do? It's a drum, but boy, that sucker was fighting. I heard that drag peeling from over there. That's a nice 2.5, 3 pound drum. Yeah, they're being mean today, folks. That's another one. I'm glad I had the drag set right. Get off it. Stay. Whoa. Yeah, my first fall, but I didn't break my neck. I didn't break anything as of yet. That's a good 2.5, 3 pound drum. That's just a beautiful fish. I mean, I don't know why people don't like drum. See you, buddy. Thank you. That's a good bite too. Boy, he really did try to get that rod in. He was peeling drag. Yep, drum. Matthew with the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Lucifer, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Yeah, I had to do a purge of the mods. So if you need your wrench back, just let me know. That's my dinner. I like fish. I'm not so keen on drum. I get them in the right place, but this is kind of icky water down here. If I get them up in like Merrimack River or something, yeah, they're fine. But Lucifer says not much going on. Yeah, I figured I'd come out and do a live feed, and this is kind of the best Really the best camera angle, the best anything I could get down here right now. The water's nearly flood stage. There's not a lot of room to even put the camera up. And I'm fishing a different spot. We're about 2 miles downriver. We're getting pretty dang close to the arch. If I went about another minute, about another 5 minutes, I'd be down on the arch grounds. So Luca says, hi, Anthony. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Lucifer. I had 1K mods, so I had a lot of inactive mods, so I just reset them all. So really, the only thing I could do when you got 1K, you're not going to pick through each one of them. And all right, Luca, there you go. I'm starting to get accustomed to walking down here now. I remember how to do it. Just finding a path between locales. We've caught 3 pretty good drum. They keep getting bigger and bigger, and that last one was peel and drag. Had one rod get pulled in. That's going to be a really, really entertaining short, especially when I'm standing here and you see the rod go in the background, and I'm still standing here, and I kind of look over, and where's my rod? There's the butt of it. Oh my God. And I go, I'm going to laugh my ass off when I get done making that one. Oh boy. I don't make this stuff up. I really don't. I did not. That's my bass rod. I don't want that sucker pulled in again. He had it. He had it beyond the water. I just looked down. I saw the very butt of that red and just sticking there in the rocks. Good googly. Well, don't ever say, folks, that my live feeds aren't entertaining, because they're entertaining for me when I'm out here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's 55. I'm gonna have to pick through it and see if I can figure out, because that's getting a high level of moderators. I'm sure there's a couple more people that I could talk to. I know I have one in there that it's a temporary mod. I can't remember who it is. Rock. Yeah, I've got no background to cast here. I mean, I've got nothing. I can't even cast. You can't cast sidearm. You can't cast overhanded. I got trees over my head. All right, that one's set again. Yeah, I should probably make sure all these rods are situated pretty good if they're going to be pulling a dang rod in like that all day. That last one was peel and drag. Let's see. Tomcat, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. And let's see. MK Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Mr. Frosty, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. You guys have been wanting new spots, and this definitely counts as a new spot. Got some nice drum already. Reel of Life, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Let's see. MK says, hi, Eminem. Real Life says, hi, Mommy's World. CMK says, hi, Reel. And temperature's like 50. I got to 52 degrees. Wow, I didn't think it was going to get that high. See, Reel of Life says, hi, MK. Yeah, I got to keep my eye on these rods because they're trying to pull them in today. I've already lost that one once. I lost the rod, got it back, and I got the fish. Let's see, Reel of Life. And Liftfur says, I love drum, but you got to be careful where you get them in reel. Yes, some places, actually drum tastes pretty good. The smaller ones, it's just down here, it's a dirty river. It really is. A little further upriver or downriver, it gets cleaner, but yeah, I would kind of avoid them down here. Wheel of Life says, Luca, and MK says, why Luca? Cigaretto, poisoning, or do they just taste strange? Well, they pick up a lot of crap in this river. Down this far, you got a lot of oils and a lot of runoff from the city. Boy, there's a big one. There's just a big old blue cap busting up out there. I mean, that fish he's probably suspended over about 20 feet of water, about this far from the surface. There's no way you could fish that out there. He said, Matthew O'Reilly and Matthew, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I try to kind of stay away from the fish in this river. In this part of the river, at least. You know, you go half a mile, 2 mile. I'm going to say 2 miles upriver, just a little bit past where you guys see me fish a lot. And the fish started to taste much better. Because they're right down there, there's, to be honest, there's a sewage treatment facility. And they do clean the water and it comes out pretty clean. It's crystal clear when it comes out. I mean, it draws in some species of fish because it's so clean. But just the whole idea. Now, there are no warnings down here about mercury or any of that other stuff, but I'm not going to take the chance. I do love eating fish. I mean, no worries on that. I get a nice, some catfish fillets, or someone cooks up some nice buffalo carp or something. They taste great. Backlash. Dang it. Yeah, this line's new on here. And like I said, I've got no area to cast here. I mean, quite literally nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, crap. Well, I think we caught 3 or 4 nice drum. I mean, this is basically what I got to do. I got to start climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. And yeah, we're up. I just took those 8 steps and I'm a good 15 feet up the shoreline from you guys. This would be an interesting camera view, but all you'd see is the water. You guys know I don't like to smoke on camera. There might be some kids watching, or someone that has recently stopped smoking. They don't want to see that kind of crap. I stop sometimes too. When you get in your 50s, your lungs, you can tell when you just kind of have to stop smoking for a couple of weeks. I'll be back on the chat momentarily, folks. I'm keeping an eye on the rods. I'm in a camera angle where a view where I can see them. Well, those folks they left down there, and that shoreline looks so much more comfortable than this one. I don't know why they left. I mean, they were making a hell of a racket before. When I came down here, they were laughing, and you could hear them from half a mile away. And when I started the live feed, everyone just went quiet. I guess they don't understand I'm wearing a mic feed and you can't really hear them. They've been off work or something. I don't know. Playing hooky, they didn't want to be heard on live feed. I don't know, but kind of makes you worried. But they were fishing, and I saw one rod out. 9 people down there and 1 person fishing. Yeah, I like to. You guys don't know this, but there are spots between bridges. I like to fish the bridges down here. Whenever I come down here, if I'm going to come down, I go from one bridge to the next, to the next, to the next. If you guys see it on the feed, there's a train bridge, and then there's another train bridge, and then there's that my old spot. We're down there to the second train bridge. Now, if I go down any further, I'm going to go to the actual highway that goes over Highway 70. I mean, highway goes over the Mississippi River into Illinois. I got to make some runs over to Illinois too. That bridge is like a stone's throw away now, and I still got maybe 9/10 of my battery charge. All right, I think that'll do it. Let's get back to the chat. I'm not breaking my neck climbing down this stupid cliff. Sorry about that. I need a little. All right, what's going on with the chat? I was off there for a minute. Yep, careful, Mike. Boy, that does a number on your back too. My back just tightened up like a sucker. And Matthews slaps his head. And Fun Fishing Adventures. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Some Fun Fishing. Mike, do you know if there is a place to fish by the River City Casino? This path actually runs all the way up to the arch. So when you go down here, you're gonna eventually get to a spot where it'll be barricaded. But if you take like a little bike or a little scooter or something, you can fish right down by the casino. You just have to ride down there, right? If I keep going a little bit, oh geez, Louise, what the heck was that? You guys see that on the feed? What the heck was that? It was right by the friggin' bank. That was like 3 or 4 pounds. I think I'm casting out too far. See, John C, what's going on? John C says, hi, Luca. Thanks for coming back in, John C. Appreciate it. Another one. They're right by the bank down here. Jenny says, hi, John, and Fun Fishing. I was thinking about you were in Danny's live. Sorry about that. Your first time you're in today, John. Appreciate it. Matthew says, fun fishing. Let's see. Elfish Tanks, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the thumbs up. Elfish says hi, MK. Elfish says hi, Danny. I want to check these rods out. I have to watch every place I put anything because this stuff is just. I was in right by the dang bank. I think I'm casting this sucker out too far. I was like right over here. I want to put my rod to keep it from getting pulled in on this spot, but that was a fish like sitting right there. To be honest, that looked like a friggin' walleye. It wasn't a gar, it was way too thick. I'll let that set for just a couple minutes. That's something steadily getting that worm off. Maybe I'm casting out too far. I mean, it's pretty shallow right here. It's about yay deep, but the water's raising, so the fish aren't scared of coming in right by the shoreline. I mean, my Uncle Jerry, he came down this river a lot, and he would use he'd flip right by the bank, and I kid you not, I've seen him catch like 40, 50-pound flathead this far from the shoreline. Because those suckers, they'll sneak up into the shallows, right? And they'll just, because the water's raising, they know they're not going to be bothered by anything, and they just and they'll just sit there like a nice little log and wait for a fish to come by and go. That's my meal for a week. Oh, this is a nuisance. Stay up there, tackle box. That's my coffee. I cannot carry an open beverage on my scooter. I learned that. I mean, it bounces too much. And you need both hands on that. Oh, this bite. Was a bite. Oh, stupid rock. Grabbed onto my line. Yeah, the trains down here are actually louder than my other spot. Because these trains are moving, man. I mean, that train's moving 30, 40 miles per hour. See, Elf Tank says, not doing too bad. We've caught 3 or 4 nice drum, lost a rod, got it back. Kind of an odd spot to be fishing down here, but the water is close to flood stage, so I don't have really much room to fish, unfortunately. So let's see. Lucifer says, I've hit. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. And Matthew says the other rod's going down. Was it? And nobody really. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Nobody real says we. . Broadcast, yep, double tap that screen, double tap, double tap, double tap. You gotta keep an eye on these suckers there. They're trying to pull these dang rods in today. Water's up, raising fast. Basically, what they're feeding on in these shallows is what I'm using. Little white worms and stuff that get washed out around the shorelines. Let's see. Fun Fishing says nobody was here. She kind of slowed down right now, but we're still getting some fish, still getting some bites, and we've got plenty of room to move around if we need to. See 7 people in, 60 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Let's see, it's 2:51. Got plenty of time to fish. Stay phone. I've already had just stuff falling down a lot. The Missouri Corps of Engineers, on some spots, they've had trouble with it washing, so they'll just dump tons of concrete. And yep, this is one of them. I mean, this slab goes out for about maybe 30 or 40 more yards out that way. Gets snagged up a lot on that crap. All right, let's put a little more worm on this one. These white worms do get pulled off rather easily. So you just got to continuously rebait the hook. That's all I can afford. I mean, you guys donate to the PayPal. I mean, I get some night crawlers or some skipjack herring or something. These little suckers are all I can dig. I mean, they weren't in here about 2 weeks ago. I couldn't even get these. Now later in the summer, I can get some big night crawlers. I can dig them all day long. But this time of the year, this is all I can get. They work okay. I mean, they're free, so I can't complain about that. I've got no back to kick a cast here, so I have to hand line the line out to even get a freaking cast in these spots. Oh, that one's set again. I'm gonna keep it up here. I'll probably move that other rod just a little bit closer over here. That other spot seems to have died off. I just saw that spot over there. I thought that has to be a perfect spot for a big old carp or something to be sitting right here. Apparently not. Either that or you don't want to hit nothing. I mean, it's such a perfect spot. I don't want to move it. But I'm gonna. Move both these rods a little bit closer to me. That way I can get nearer to that tree. It's just setting this stuff up, man. There's nothing to put your rods down on down here. I look for a big rock or something. There's no rocks down here. It's all bricks. Brick, 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 brick. Now I set up a brick, it just slides down on this stupid concrete. See if this works. Every time I put one down, it slides down. Oop, there goes another one. If I can get her set up, she should be okay. What's that? That current just started ripping all of a sudden to the left. Stick. Ah. Yeah, even my knees start getting. Oh, there's a bite. Got him. Fish on. Oh, buddy. Oh, another drum. Yeah, you guys are active today, aren't you? That's at least another pound drum. You're perfectly on the jaw again. Yeah, these guys are active today, at least. Yeah, this is going to be some interesting shorts walking down this rocks and stuff. I love these guys. Silvery bodies. All right, see you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that move was right. All right, let's check the chat out, see what's going on. Let's see. Lucifer, that's what they pretty much do. Banks on the Mississippi, yeah. Cast King says, oh, he's there. Casting Card says, no, he's gone. Mommy says, hi, MVP. Army Mom, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. See Cast Card with the woo. And with the beer and Lucifer with the, I'm not sure which emoji that is, but it's a cool emoji. Let's get the rod back out. Yeah, that current just started ripping to the left. Just for a minute there, it's kind of pushed that rod off the spot. I was fishing. Pushed it way over to the left. All right, looks pretty good. Yoink. Back out. Hey, there's a big night crawler. I forgot I actually dug one of these. I found one of them today. See these guys? Yep. Later on in the year, I can get dozens of them suckers. But this time of the year, not so much. And I did not just do that, did I? How the heck did that happen? Get off it, Rod. Yeah. I'm going to have to redo this one again. That current's just ripping to the left now. With changing water levels, you'll have changing currents. That one is just, yeah, it's got like an 1/8 ounce split shot on it. This one's got like 1/4 ounce, so she'll hold out there a little deeper. All right, let's get this big night crawler. I only dug one of these guys. I'm surprised he was there. That ground's freaking cold. Half hour of digging this morning, and I had to go back in and heat my hands up. And then go back out and dig for another half hour. And that's just a little splitty shot. You know, if guys, big split shots, if you don't clamp them all the way down, they work pretty much like slip sinkers. Yeah, that's too high up. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right now. I keep making sure my stuff doesn't, it's sliding down. These rocks are slippery as heck. Let's see, Princess, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. The waves, is that from the barge going by? It could be the barges. It could be, you know, the water's still rising down here. I mean, it's quite literally continuing to go up. Because I'm watching on the rock face over there. It went up about this much since I got here. So it's kind of a combination of the two. And Pierre Coops, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? See, shared you out. Thanks, appreciate that. Always helps out. 7 people in, 60 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Pierre Coops says Lucifer. And Lucifer says, hi, Pierre. Yeah, we are on some difficult stuff to fish today. Yeah, these waves are coming in from the barge. Barge is. There's like 3 of them that just went down the river. See, Mr. Frosty says they're definitely out here. You guys, these trains that go over these you know, bridges, actually the weight of that train will actually slow the current down in spots when they're going over. I'll save the battery charge. What's going on with these guys? Line looks pretty good out there. And this one might be out just a little bit too deep. I think I took too long of a cast on this one. That's a better one. Not a lot of spots to fish here, unfortunately, but we're making it work. We're making it work, folks. I've already tried a 1 ounce weight trying to hold out there deeper, and off the feed I got snagged once, and on the feed got snagged again. Just hoping there'd be a big fish sitting out there. But if this water was about 2 feet higher or 2 feet lower, I could fish these, that deeper water. But, you know, right now I just can't do it. Well, you can fish it, but you're going to lose all your gear. That's basically what's happening. You can see how that current's continuously shifting, and if you're down here by the rocks like this, you've got a big weight out there. Imagine this stuff out there deeper, right? You got a big weight here. Current goes this way, kind of puts it into a rock, goes this way, puts it into a rock more. And then suddenly you're snagged and you can't get out. That's a bite on that one. Something was pecking on it. Last year, this spot around this time of the year, I found a decent school of walleye, like a pound or 2 pound walleye. I think I caught like 10 of them. That's on a long form. It's way back, probably last year. That was when I was still doing long form videos. I hadn't switched to live feeds. It didn't get that many views. I think it got like 120 views. Kind of a shame. Some of those walleye were like, they were beautiful. You're still pecking on it too. And I'm gonna guess this spot's gotta be holding some like buffalo carp and some big common carp and grass carp. There's gotta be some in here. I know they like still water, but there is no still water in this river right now. I mean, there's none. The most they can hope for is like a nice little back current like this. Still pecking on it. That's gotta be something small messing with it out there. Let's see, who do we have in? Blistering, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? And Frenchie, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Let's see. Pierre Coop says, Danny. And Danny says, you got some extra likes, Mike? Oh, I appreciate that, Danny. Thank you. Up 83. Thanks for that, Danny. Appreciate that. See, Blistering says hi. Danny says Frenchie. Blistering says hey, everybody. Frenchie says sub, cast and card. Thank you. And Italian Bushcraft Cooking. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, I had to do a purge of the mods. I had too many mods. So if you guys need your wrenches back, just let me know. And Danny says, hi, Bushcraft. Lucifer says, Danny, awesome. Italian Bushcraft says, hello, Danny. I think we caught 5 pretty good drums so far today. We've lost a rod, got a rod back. Pretty interesting day so far. See, Danny says, miss you in the live feed today. And Bushcraft says, Lucifer, hello. Yeah, I recognize people that are in my chat for a while, and I mentioned that we did a purge recently. So if you guys need your wrenches back, just let me know. $7.83. Stay, phone. Stay. Not gonna stay. Just sliding down on me. Let's see, Bushcraft, how's the fishing today? 5 pretty good drums. Kind of tricky spot to fish. The river is about flood stage, so anything you can catch with it. You go 5 feet up here and you're at the levee, so we're doing pretty good. Flamez, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? All right, I got you, Flamez. No worries. And Lucifer says, Danny, the mommy, we had cattle because there was a lightning storm. Ooh, I hate lightning. I don't like lightning. I don't like it. Yeah, the membership stuff's being off right now. I'm trying to get stuff processed and everything. I have to get the stuff figured out here. I apologize for that. She's in processing. I've had it for like 4 days in friggin' processing. I have no idea why. I could show it to you when I get back. It says processing stuff, and I don't know. I asked them a couple times, no answer, no replies. It just says your payment stuff's in processing. I don't know. Lucifer says Flames, and Flames says Lucifer. Nobody really says Flames. Lucifer says I'll be here where it's back up, bro. Thank you. It's just disconnected temporarily. Flames says somebody, and nobody really says hello, Lucifer. It didn't do that with Skeeter or Justin when they got their stuff processed. It just went and it was right through. Me, I'll wait 4 friggin' days. I don't know. I mean, I complained a number of times. Like, is there anything I can do? Can you let me know what's going on? Crap on it. No wonder I wasn't getting a bite. Nobody likes veggies. Nobody likes them. Nope. Maybe they don't like the nightcrawler. Put a nice big old nightcrawler over there, they wouldn't touch it. That's odd. I'll put back on some little red worms and stuff. They'll actually do that sometimes. Oddly enough, if you get like an abnormal worm, like you're the time of the year, all you're getting a little white worms and stuff, and you just happen to get a big nightcrawler, they won't hit the sucker. It's like, that's not supposed to be here. I haven't had one of those in months. Something's wrong. I can't wait before I can start digging night crawlers again. These little white worms are a nuisance to put on. You gotta grab them just by the head. Wrong end. Because the head is a lot tougher than the rest of the body. And string it up to the head and leave the rest of that dangling. Just go to the next one and do that again, and again. Put like 4 of them on. It's when I count these out, when I'm digging them, I count them on 4s. I got 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. That way I know I've got at least 60 bites. They're not the greatest of worms. They work. One more on here. Overdid it on this one. I think I put like 6 on it. That'll just make a massive little gob of little white worms. I like massive little gob of them. That's enough to get any fish's attention. Let's see, I had a night crawl out there and nothing would touch it. Let's try it. Let's see if they'll hit a little red worm. A whole bunch of little white worms. Oh, Lord. Again with the snags right by the bank. What is that? I got the hook snagged again. There it goes. Crap. Hook's not bent. All right, I think that's good enough. Now, where do I put this? I haven't tried, further down to the right. I haven't tried down there yet. All right, we're back out. Go check the chat and see what's going on. And Kaidra, what's going on? Fishing with Kaidra. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. See, Kaidra says hello, Lucifer. And Bushcraft says hello, Kaidra. And Danny says hello, Kaidra. And Fishing with Kaidra says hello, Bushcraft. Flamer says hey, Kaidra. Kaidra says hey, Flames. And Frenchie says, hey, Lucifer. Bill Owens, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Good luck out there, bro, buddy. I appreciate that. Danny says, hi, Bill. And Italian Bushcraft says, Frenchie, hello. Where is that colon J? Yeah, picture looks pretty good. We're still on hotspot data. Usually when I put her on hotspot data, she kind of pixelates. We did it once. I had to pop her off and on once. Like, there is no way that I'm going to be able to man that chat. And so without this thing. And Fat Cat says 6 times. 6 times 6? 6 times. Oh, 6 times Flame as. I got that one now. I got that one now. Like 6 times Flame as? 6 times. Oh, I got you. He was saying Flame as with the 6 times emojis, but clever. I have to remember that one. All right, that one's tight. Now the current's ripping that way. Remember, it was ripping this way a minute ago. Now it's going this way. You can compensate with that if you're using like an ounce weight or a half-ounce weight, but you get a lot less bites. Freaking eyebrows in my vision. One bad thing about wearing a stocking cap, because it pushes your eyebrows down in your vision. Especially when you're wearing glasses. It's like, we got a bald spot now. Pulled too many of them out. And the spot looks so much more comfortable in this one. But at the same time, I'm sat up here. And I'm getting bites. Sucker's just, that current changed on me. Pretty good. Yeah, we're just kind of setting our rods up as we can, because there is nowhere to put anything down here. Every time I bring a rock down here, it just slides into the water. What's going on? Lucifer says hi, Fat Cat. Lucifer says hi, Frenchie. Lucifer says hi, Bill. Stupid thing. I gotta go off for a second, come back on. All right. you're doing live feeds, and a quick thing too, if you're you reset that chat and you're not, you know, continuously on the feed, just reset it by, you know, refreshing the screen. That'll put you that little message at the bottom there where you won't have to, well, you'll know exactly where you stop chatting. Yeah, this is the best angle I could get, folks. It really is. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I like that angle. I mean, if I set the camera up here, you guys are going to be looking down like this. And this is just like slick rock face, so it really wouldn't work on this side. I couldn't set the tripod up over here. It would slide off. I don't know where all my stuff is. Oh, I left it back. I was worried about everything sliding in, so I left everything. Look at that. The cell phone slides down. Oh, boy. Stay. Stay. See, Lucifer says, hi, Fat Cat. And Lucifer says, hi, Frenchie. And Lucifer says, sorry, not going. Not ignoring anybody, just sorting through some stuff. Oh, it's no worries. I appreciate you coming in. Stay. Stay. It's like everything wants to slide in the spot. Good God. Ugh. I had to get up anyways. My got warm enough I can switch to my baseball cap. Give me, I find my backpack. Where the heck is my backpack? Oh, I left my hat over here in the other backpack. Cute, Michael. And that one's over by the camera. It finally got up into the 50s. I can switch from my... Not in there either. What the heck? I'm making this more difficult than I have to. Where are you, baseball cap? Where are you? There you are. I see you. I like my baseball cap. All right. The old MBP baseball cap. Boy, that'll just take it out of you on these rocks. Yeah, that got no bites down there again. I don't know, maybe we spooked the spot. I'm sure there are fish still here. It's just finding the suckers. Looks like you got some of that worm off. I know I'm still getting bites because I'll come in and half the worm's gone. All right, that looks pretty good again. Gas that right out in the middle again. Because anything moved out there deeper again. That's got to be just a little bit too high, don't it? All right, it looks tight. Check this one out. See what's going on with it. Ain't nothing hit it either again. I'm thinking our next move, we can move down about, if we move 20 yards now, 20 feet, we would be in a nice comfy spot. There were people fishing down there earlier, so I left them about maybe 30 yards of shoreline between us and them. And obviously that wasn't enough either, because they still got obviously mad because they took off when I started to feed. They were making a heck of a racket anyways, and it's not like the camera's pointed at them. And I got a mic feed on. They can't be heard. I don't know. They obviously worried about them doing something they're not supposed to be doing. I didn't see they were doing nothing wrong. They were just, you know, doing some cheers, drinking a couple of brewskis, and doing some fishing. A little loud, but yeah, river, no worries. Perfect place to come down and have a couple, relax. Enjoy the river. They didn't have to leave. Let's see, what have I missed in chat? Quite a bit, haven't I? See, this bird's, oh boy. Where did I miss it? Huh. Frenchy says, smashed it. Bouncer Slab says, Lucifer, Bouncer, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Lucifer says, you were polite. That's all that matters. I mean, this is public land. I can set up a feed. They were way down there, so it's not like I was bothering them. I mean, they just went dead quiet when I started that feed. Whatever. See, Bouncer says, Anthony Cirino, I'm just dealing with treatment right now. I hope you feel better, Bouncer. And Anthony says, take care. Bouncer says, it's a very tiring thing. Here comes another barge. That one's way closer than the other ones. Yeah, that's why the current went dead. Yeah, that one's just kind of floating down river. Yeah, Danny, I got that, 13 cents Cash App, thing where they send it to it to process your payment stuff. So that's what's going on with the membership stuff right now. It's being, I don't know why, Justin's went off for about 10 minutes. Skeeter's went off for about an hour. Mine's been off for 4 friggin' days. I don't get it. Bouncer says, I hope you catch a PB today, MVP. I always got that hope. Fingers crossed. Always got him thinking. Always trying. Well, that's a big old barge in the background, ain't it? Yeah, that's carrying corn or grain or soybean or something. This is gonna make some waves. Let's see, Bouncer says YouTube tube is misfiring. All right, we're back, folks. Sorry about that. Well, let's check this thing again. Might just have too much crap here for now. And we were back for a second. I think we're back. I just have to shut everything down again. All right, that's back on. Come on, you little bugger. I know I've got that back on. Come on, work, 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 work. Say no internet connection. Yeah, it's fine on you guys' side, but I lost my my regular feed here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that barge was messing with my hotspot data. Yeah, we're back again. Yeah, she shut off my hotspot data, so I wasn't getting a signal on my my backup cell phone, so I couldn't read the chat. All right, yeah, she got cold down here out of the sun. We were in the sun for a while. It was okay like Groundhog Day. It was okay like Ground Day. It was okay. It was okay. Like that. Back on. And Danny says, hey, Bouncer. Bouncer says, hey, Danny. Yeah, I couldn't read you guys' chat. I mean, yeah. Whew. Boy, it got cold over here. Yeah, we may just move over there to get back into the sun. That'd be a nice little camera view of this cove, fishing from over there. This spot's kind of died off here. Let's go really close. Heck. Risk it for the biscuit. I mean, that's probably over a tree branch. That's so close. Oh, crap. There goes my cell phone sliding again. And we're going to give this one more cast here, folks, before we try to move and get over there to that other spot. This is going to be fun. I got no room to cast here. I mean, just I can't do it. I want to take a cast here, but I can't. Well, I'm having to hand line the crap out. We're going to take one more cast here. Have myself a nice break here for a minute. And I'm going to keep manning the chat while I'm doing this. Yikes. Break my friggin' neck. See, it's fine. It's up to 32 degrees now, Bouncer, huh? I think it's up to like 51 or something out here today right now, 52. Supposed to get in the mid 50s. Supposed to get almost 70 tomorrow. But tomorrow, it ain't tomorrow, it's today. There's a bite right by the bank, I think. Whew. Well, the spot was fun. I think we'll move about maybe 30, 40 feet downriver. We should be able to get another spot right over there. But I haven't been down here in a while, so I don't know how the weeds and stuff were growing up when the water was lower. That's the one problem, because that's like mud bank down there, partial mud and rock. I'm still manning the chat, folks. No worries. Let's see, 4 people in, 88 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this spot's kind of died off. We're probably going to move. I'm still seeing fish working up down here, but I'm not sure why they're not hitting. Plus, that sun is off me now, right? And it quite literally got cold as hell right now in this spot. And Teresa, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Teresa says, hello, everyone. Yep, I'm just off the feed having a little nicotine break. We're going to be moving the spots kind of conked out. We've got 5 pretty good drum here so far. Teresa with the hands up. Thank you, thank you. Oh, there's a bite. Go. Crap. Be a good bite, too. That was hitting it pretty good. That was right in by the bank. Started hitting it and let it go. Crap. I said I was off feed just a little bit. We're on a cliff, basically. A concrete rock cliff slab. You guys probably couldn't see that, but that rod was doing that. That was weird. That fish just kept on hitting it and letting it go. That was weird. Good God, man, that was a big one just busted up out there. Almost probably hear that one on the feed. I mean, I'll take one more cast before we move. I kind of gotta get all my stuff together anyways. Oh, where is everything? Might leave that backpack down here. It's empty. Have to go gather up when I'm reel that one in because I don't got nothing rigged up on it right now. Let's see. What do I need to do to start off here? Moving, because this is going to be a challenge up and down these rocks. Man, this is going to be a nuisance. Don't want to leave a jig head. Probably what I should be using on that other rod is just like a jig head bouncing down this bank. You kind of set up in a spot and you got to, when you're ready to move somewhere else, you got to gather up everything. It's a process. If you do it too quickly, you wind up forgetting something or losing something, dropping something, falling in. Interesting. All right, I'm going to move. What I'm going to do is it's a 3-step process. Okay, I'm going to move you guys and the fishing gear down, and then I'll come back and I will get the other stuff. Hang on, we're going to go for a little walkie walk. I have to reset the camera and everything when I get down here. And it's a little interesting watching this bank when it's up this high. And look at this crap. Just, geez. Part of buildings and crap. Big chunks of iron and rock and stuff you forget even exists when the water's lower. All right, I think this looks like an interesting spot. We're partially back in the sun here. Let me reset this camera feed up because this is the difference I had to. All right. That's way too high, isn't it? All right, let's set her down. I think it's like an interesting spot I can cast down to this bank down here. Might be the idea. I just had to move a little bit. And this is why it always takes me so long to get a feed started, because getting this camera set just right can be trickier than you think. All right, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go get our fishing gear, rods and stuff, and we'll do some fishing down this bank. Whoa, Michael. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't forget, this is slippery as hell. Yikes! If you guys are just tuning in, don't forget to double tap that screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. Now you see why I wanted to do it in a two-step process, because carrying all that crap at once, that'd probably give me a heart attack. All right, fishing rods. Get off my leg. All right, what do I need here? Cell phone. Check. Hopefully still in the feed. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Hook that up right to the cork. It was a crack. What the heck was that? Tell me I got a snag on the last cast. Oh, there it goes. All right. What was that, a root? Go on there. Coffee. Bait. Vid just said bait. Come on. All right, that's all of our stuff moved. I just got to get over here now. Yikes. Ow. My foot. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, Lord. Ouch. 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 All right, folks. Yep, I'm back. Whew. Wow, that's some work. All right, let's get these rods back out and I'll check the chat. Hang on, folks. This one doesn't need pretty much of anything. Just cast her out. Cast her out. Let her kind of sit there on that tree. This one I'm probably going to have to put up a rock face here. Man, that's a big-ass barge coming down the river. Coming up the river, actually. Chunks of monofilament everywhere. Yep, you can tell you know where someone's fished. You can always tell. Now that's going to go home with me. Gotta go home with me. Still didn't get it all the way off by down here now. Sheesh. Man, that's bigger than my block. The only thing I ever leave on the water is when I do the rocks. Create little rock faces. That's the only thing I change. She should be coming on the live on the feed pretty quickly here. That's a big old barge. Yeah, that's set up way too high, folks. We're gonna have to set her down. High up. Heard it. Didn't see it. Heard it. Jeez Louise. That barge is like in way too friggin' close. Yeah. Oh my God. It's like the surface, the whole river's moving. Hang on, folks. We're gonna have to wait here for a minute for these waves to stop. Yeah, that barge suddenly realized he was in way too shallow. The barge just about banked itself. I think that looks okay. It feels okay. It's just been bouncing around on her. It's exactly what I wanted to do. Way too close, Michael. Oh, where my worms go? Way the heck back there. Hang on, folks. I know it's been a minute since I've checked the chat, and I don't know if the mic feed. Ow, freaking rock. Oh, ouch. Ouchie. That hurt. Yeah, that one did not feel good. You know, these shoes are about worn out. I've worn them out pretty much down on this river. Thinks it'd probably be a better spot to set this is up here. Yeah, that looks pretty good like that. Yeah, we're way too high. Now we're too low. All right, that looks pretty good right there. Turn that just a little bit. Tighten that down a little bit. On why it's so loose. Huh. Well, that's weird. All right, I think that will do for now. Looks pretty good. All right, get back to the chat finally. So far. All right. Whew. Well, that was work moving, wasn't it? That's when I get custom in a spot. I usually don't change spots. All right. Yep, we're pixelated too. Crap. See what I need to do here. Probably just need to come back here and turn off the hotspot data again. All right, that's going to shut this off for just a second, but she should clear up. Let's see, 2 hours and 12 minutes, 6 people in, 94 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. We're so close to that 100 mark. And I have no idea how I went down to 2 hour, a 20% charge already. She still wants to be pixelated, you sucker. All right, fine. I know how to fix that. All right, we're reconnected. Looking good. She still looks like crap. Robert, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Teresa, what's up, Pop? What's going on? And Skeeter, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, looks like we might have to take her off a hotspot data. Let's get her vision here real quick. Put my hand over it. Yep, still pixelated. Let's see, Robert says not much, getting ready for work. Let's see, Van D, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's going on? And Stay Fishy, what is going on? For coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Yeah, we just moved from our last spot. We got 5 pretty nice drum in that other spot, and looks like she's finally cleared up. Robert says, hi, Luca. And finally cleared up. We just moved to this spot. The sun's still partially hitting in the spot. It's cold out there. I'll turn that off so you guys won't have an echo going on. Robert says, hi, Luca. Luca says, hi, Robert. I'm not really rigged up for this spot, though. I mean, this is a little heavier current here. I should probably be using like a 1/4 of an ounce weight up to about 1/2 ounce. Yeah, you guys can see that shoreline where I was walking. You see that cliff spot over there? That's where we were fishing before. Let's see. Robert says, "How you been?" And what we're doing pretty okay. We caught a few today. A little treacherous shoreline, but I think we got the job done. We got some nice fish over there. See, Lucifer says, "Robert, I think I figured out how to tie your bald eagle flies." Yeah, I haven't got a chance to use the flies you sent me, Lucifer. Kind of not the right season for them. You know, spring comes, bluegill will be bedding up. The skipjack herring will be coming in here feeding on stuff like that. Right now, it's just it kind of wouldn't be possible to catch much on them right now. See, Robert says, "Okay, man, thanks." We lost a rod already today once. This one took a swim. Got it back though. Barely. And the rod, it's stuck in the rocks under the water. And I had to reach into the water and grab it. About that, folks. Yeah, the mic feed dies after about 3 hours. Let's see, tropical, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Don't know if you heard it. The feed went dead on me. I do what I can with what I got. The Black Mountain Outdoors, what's going on? Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Tropical says hi. letting me know the sound had died, Crystal. Crystal, thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's going on? Let's see. Robert Edwards, yep, and waiting on email, Oklahoma Wildlife as well for the business as well. I'm ever going to be on 8-hour shifts soon as well. I don't like the sound of an 8-hour shift. Christopher says, I don't know if I'm still working, sorting tractor parts. Ever giving you a break, man? Be right back, folks. Out of glove. I wonder where that's been saved. Sorry about that, folks. Nature called. Basically, that means I drank too much coffee. See, crazy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Robert says, hey, crazy. We've been in here 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's why the feed went dead, obviously. Caught 5 pretty nice drum, lost a rod. That's going to make a heck of a short feed on that one. I kid you not, I'm going to do a slow motion to where that rod going over the rocks. And you see me look over and the rod is not there anymore. Like, where'd my rod go? Oh. Oh, I love coffee too. I've got it. That's what's in the Mountain Dew bottle. I cannot carry an open container of any kind on that scooter I've got. But if you put it in like a soda bottle or something, even cold coffee tastes better than nothing, to be honest. And it stays hot for about an hour, even in the soda bottle. Yeah, every so often too, I have to get off camera because I know there are folks out there that don't like to see you smoke, so I get off camera for that so it doesn't bug anybody. Let's see, 13 people in. Oh, we've broken the 100 mark. 100 thumbs up, folks. Awesome. Thank you. Been a while since I've had 100 thumbs up. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you. Yep, coffee is life. Life is coffee, and yummy, 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 yummy. I don't know. Sometimes I'll put like a drop or two of chocolate in it if I want to treat myself, but the majority of the time I just add creamer and sugar. There are different taste buds for different folks. Don't like hazelnut all that much. French vanilla, if I have to, I'll drink it. They got some weird flavors out there. They got Reese's Pieces, peanut butter flavor. They got some weird crap out there. All right, let me go check the chat, folks. I can't really see it that close. That's right. The additional over here. It's so much easier to see them. Real and chill. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Bendy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Or, yep, Bonnie. I don't know if you guys can hear me so good because the mic feed's dead. I keep forgetting I have to shout. I hate having to do that. Still looking pretty good. Yep, Folgers you made 100%. I'll drink off-brand coffees. You know, gas station coffee is okay if they got the right kind of creamer. But coffee made pretty much. I mean, I love the liquid stuff, but it's hard to find. Doesn't heck bite on worm, I think. All that. I saw that. That was a little pink. My thoughts up there. Freaking spot. Look how my little skip got made. Like 28,000 shot. I just got a quarter around. Should probably be using this current like an ounce, half ounce of weight, but I'm rigged up for this right now. And I was using that heavy back. Like spilled water back there. I was hoping there's some grass current go back there, but obviously not. I think it's a couple of walleyes in here, but they won't have anything to do with it. I'm just using basically the little white worms I can dig. I'd love to get some night crawlers, but I ain't got the money for them. So I just use these little white worms. That's all I can get right now. PayPal and Cash App on my description if you guys want to donate something for bait or tackle, whatever. Refresh these and I'm going to check the chat again. Hopefully it's something down the floor. I mean, I can cast quite a distance down the bank. Jerry Hager, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. Which mocha latte with cherry cova? What the heck? Let's see. Drillin says, hello from Wisconsin. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys need wrenches or anything, just let me know. I recently had to do a purge of a lot of mods. I have 2 temporary mods I set up during live feeds. If I have to remove someone, you know, they haven't been in chat for a month or so, I'll remove them as a standard mod and I'll add the the temporary mods back if you guys have been in for a long time. I've got 52 standard ponds. And I had like 1 case, so I had to get rid of a lot. That's kind of the reason why that is like that. Jerry says, hello, Drill and Crazy. Says, hello, Drill and Jerry. Jerry says, hello, Crazy. Yeah, there might be wind dead, but luckily there's not a lot of wind today. You guys can hear me pretty good. So I had 5 decent-sized drum in that last spot. That was down that cliff face down there where they got all that concrete dumped down there. Yeah, this is a much better spot. This is far more comfortable. You guys see me do a lot of live feeds. If you go that way about 2 miles, we'll be in our regular spot. We're like 2 miles. So we're like a stone. So the arch is like right over there. We're pretty close to the arch ground. Water's just so high right now. If it stabilizes like this for a long time, and and it gets warmer, it's a fine spot to fish. There's some nice flathead work up into these shallows. I haven't got any monster flathead down here, but a lot of 4s and 5s. And I have caught a massive. The last like 50-pound blue cat I caught was right in that cove. There was obviously a big one nested down there. Get bedded up. I just got a worm right on his bed. He did not like that. Yeah, that's the last big blue cat I caught, right down in my coat. Yeah, one of those big, blue cats that are like these freaking thick and massive. Oh. I've had to pop the feed off like twice now. How badly pixelated and everything was. Crazy says he'll be going live earlier tonight. Awesome. Hope I can catch it. And the background from the store says, any luck? What's going on? 5 pretty good drum. I mean, these are like 2.5, 3 pound drum. They're lighter. One got my rod in. He quite literally pulled it over the rocks, went down the rocks, and I'm looking on this way, and I look over and I'm like, where's my rod? And I just see the butt of that rod underneath the water. I grabbed the butt of the rod and I got it. That's why you said you drag lightning on the river. But see, we got stuck in the rocks. And, well, I'd have felt stupid if I lost my great bait cast. You guys know where this wave is coming from? This is from the Barge, way over there on the other side of the river, just past. The guy was backed off from it quite a bit. The Barge is just churning up this river something here. I mean, this water's like chocolate milk down here. Be around 6 big. Yeah, 5 or 6 pretty good drum. I think Chris says, Sweet Crazy. John Phil says, I'm politely requesting the gotcha. All right, there you go.
It's okay to request a mention on my channel. It only takes a tenth of a second to check to make sure you're not someone I have to worry about. Little white ones. It would get warmer consistently. Nice so the water drops like that here. That barge is like a mile and a half up there. Seriously. I was worried about that I've come here a while and I was worried about how much lead stuff goes. Water probably 15 feet from the spot. So there's a lot of crap thrown in here. Probably what I'm going to snag on. But I know most of these spots little stuff I shouldn't have to worry about snagging. There's a lot of trees and stuff going on. Leaves and crap. I'm going to make it a little bit more. Having to handle that crap out. Right down there, I had no room to cast. I hit a tree, I cast inside, no room. There it is. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. What is going on? At 13 thumbs, 13 people in, 104 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you. YouTube's making me so mad that I can't comment on yours. I want to start using my brother's account to comment on yours too. That's weird. Real until subscribe crazy. Awesome. This is good guys. Mine. This is what's new.
my main, I'm a backup. That one's still dead on here. But this main is the one with the camera. We are down to, oh my God, what is that? Are we down to 1%? Yeah, folks, we are down to 1% charge. I don't know how the heck that happened.